Hi KG1, how are you today? I hope that you are all fine. I miss you all so much. Today we have our English lesson. But before we start, let's watch our good morning song.
Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good night. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you too. Goodbye, goodbye, see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good night. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you too. Goodbye, goodbye, see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good night. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you too. Goodbye, goodbye, see you. See you later.
Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to learn two new letters. Do you know what this letter is? Yes, that's right, it's the letter E. E, capital and small. Let's have a look at some words. Do you know any words that begin with this letter? Egg, elbow, elephant, 8, eagle, and ear. Let's repeat them again. Egg, elbow, elephant, 8, eagle, and ear. Let's sing and learn.
Here is E, here is E. E says eh, E says eh. E is for elephant, E is for egg. Eh, 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 eh.
E is for elephant and E is for egg. Let's repeat the sound together.
Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh.
Good job, well done KG1. How do we write the letter E? The capital, you start on the green dot, you pull straight down and you draw 3 lines across. The small, you start on the green dot, you go around, up, down and around. Show me your finger and let's write this letter in the air. The capital, you pull a straight line down and you draw 3 lines across. The small, you go around, up and down. Take your whiteboard or your copybook and let's practice writing this letter together. Great job, well done KG1. Now let's have a look at these pictures and circle all the pictures that begin with the letter E. What is the first picture? It's an egg. Does this begin with the letter E? Yes, it does, so let's circle the egg. The next one is a bus. Does this begin with E? No, it doesn't. It begins with the letter B. We have an elephant. Elephant begins with the letter E. What about a fish? No, this begins with the letter F. What is this? Do you remember what part of our body this is? It's our elbow, and this begins with the letter E. And the last picture is a drum. This does not begin with the letter E. The next letter we are going to look at today is the letter F. Capital and small. Let's have a look at some pictures that begin with this letter. Fish, finger, frog, fox, 5, flower. Let's repeat them again. Fish, finger, frog, fox. 5, flower. Let's sing and learn.
Here is F, here is F. F says F, F says F. F is for fish, F is for flower.
F is for fish and F is for flower. Let's say the sound together. Great job, KG1. How do we write this letter? We start on the green dot, we pull down and we draw 2 straight lines across. For the small, you curve around, down, and you draw a straight line across in the middle. Show me your finger and let's write it together in the air. The capital you pull straight down and you draw 2 straight lines across. The small you curve around, down, and draw a straight line across in the middle. If you have a whiteboard or a copybook, let's practice writing it together now. Take your pencils and let's write together. Bravo KG1, well done. Now let's circle all the pictures that begin with the letter F. The first picture we have is an ant. An ant begins with the letter A. This is finger. Finger begins with the letter F. A frog. Does frog begin with F? Yes, it does. So let's circle the frog. The next picture we have is a fish. This begins with the letter F. And butterfly and goat do not begin with this letter, so we will not circle them. Here we have finger, frog, and fish. What is this? Do you remember? Do you remember its beginning sound? Yes, it's an elbow, and it begins with the letter E. This, do you remember what this is? It's a flower. And it begins with the letter F. Let's match the pictures with the correct letters. Here we have a fish, elephant and doll. We are going to match these pictures with their corresponding letters. What letter does fish begin with? F. Can you see the letter F? Yes, there it is. So let's match the fish with the letter. The next one is elephant. Elephant begins with the letter E. Can you see the letter E? Yes, there it is. And the last one is doll. Doll begins with the letter D. There it is. Well done. So we have fish, elephant and doll. This is the end of our lesson, but before we go, let's watch a video to revise the letters of the alphabet and the sounds they make.
At this time, we are proud to present the alphabet from A to Z. Some letters are made of straight lines, and some more curvy and round, but every letter makes a sound.
The A says ah. The B says b. The C says k. And the D says d. The E says eh. And the F says f. The G says g.
And the H says
The I says eh.
and the J says J.
The K says k. And the L says oh 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 oh. The M says and the N says The O says
And the P says
The Q says qua. And the R says The S says and the T says
the U says and the B says
The W says wah, 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 wah. And the X says psst. The Y says yeah.
And the C says and those are all the letters in the factory.
I hope you enjoyed this lesson, KG1. See you soon.